Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres, and today is Thursday, and it's my day to milk today. Right now there's 3 of us that milk, and so the first thing I had to do was come down and get her. Like, she's not coming because you can see all this beautiful green grass that they have. They're not real interested in getting milked. So she'll come up in the stanchion, and she's so full that she's not really interested in eating any of the goodies that I provide for her. Usually, like, they really come up and do that. But I think it has to do with some sort of programming that they have where before winter they eat a lot to put on the weight that they need and the fat that they need to make it through. But as I was coming out here, I'm looking things over, and I don't know about everybody else, but we've had a lot of rain. And if you're a grazer and you're getting rain like that, we got probably 6 or 7 inches in the last week, 10 days, no, 2 weeks maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. It was last weekend. The weekend before that was the festival. So yeah, it's almost 2 weeks now. That's a lot of rain. But look at this lawn. Look at this hayfield. I mean, if I'd have taken a second cutting off of it, it would be stubbly. And when it's stubbly, I don't think it's got the leaf capacity to feed the roots. And I don't think I would be able to be out here with the cows with 7 inches of rain on it. I really don't. I think it would have broken apart, and you would see areas that are just muddy. But every place that I walked this morning where they have been, it's all held together really nicely. The field is taking the water. There are only 10 cows out here, but that's not really the issue. The issue is where the cows are. Like, one cow standing in one spot, has an effect on that ground the way, well, I guess 10 cows is less stress on the ground, that's for sure, than 30 would be. I built a sacrifice field when I had 30 cows running out here. I had 15 cows and 15 calves. This was a long time ago. We built a field over there that we could put them on when this happened, when the rain came. And you'd have to put them over there because otherwise they'd make a muddy mess out of everything, or you have to bring them to the barn, and there was just not enough room for all them in the barn. So anyway, I think the data that I'm seeing is one cut, enough feed in the barn to make it through winter, and then graze as long as I possibly can is going to pay out in the health of this field. Even today it's paying out, because with 6-7 inches of rain, I am not here, I'll turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. I am not locking them in up in the barn and feeding them my dry hay, which they wouldn't really want this time of the year. There would be some unhappy people here if I forced them to stay up at the barn, because they can see the green grass and they really get to liking it. And yeah, it wouldn't work out too good. So the data that I have so far is pretty good. And don't be alarmed at this stick. This is just something that we walk out here with, and it's a signal to them that you are going to the barn. All right, so this is a walkway, and they've been walking this walkway all summer long. Once or twice a day, the whole group of them. So you can see how these heavy animals will turn it into mud pretty quick. All right, but we didn't have any of that up on the fields. Now, what's going on here, usually when you take one of them, they all go. but they are also happy to just be out there eating. We have a light rain going on right now. It's just kind of misting. Got a couple inches of rain last night or so. I don't know, it rained all night. Night before it rained all night. And, you know, for me, all this rain is doing is fueling my grass. It's not making it so that I can't cut or I can't do anything. All it means is I have to shift a little bit and move inside with what I got to do today. Which is okay, because that's what I'm doing anyway. I'm still working on my hearth. All right, well, I'm going to get her up there, give her some treats, and get her milked. And this is where the day begins, for me anyway. I was doing some other stuff this morning, doing some research. I didn't get out as early as I wanted, but it was raining, so. All right. This is just another little tidbit of grazing and how it benefits everybody and how it gives me some resilience. You know, it doesn't tie me down. It hasn't really affected, although I'm getting a little wet going out to get them. All it's really going to do is extend the life of my grass for this season until it freezes. And when we have our first freeze, I think things really start slowing down then. That's supposed to be this fall. Oh, by the way, someone asked about my sorghum or my Sudan grass. And it didn't come up the way I thought it would. And I kind of ignored it. But here it is. So this is a field. I'll turn it around real quick. This is a field that I'm keeping in reserve, and when I can no longer walk the cows down here because there'll be too much snow, well, I guess I could, but I wouldn't. You know, if they can't get to the grass out in the field, then I wouldn't walk them down there. And then I'll have this field. And I don't know how much will be here, like how long this will last them. I know anytime that they've gotten a chance to get in here, they have, and they go right to it. So it's a good grazing field, and it didn't come up as well as I thought it would, but I would reckon that the tonnage out here is pretty high. So again, you know, every day that I don't have to get into my hay that I put up for the winter is good. And this didn't cost me much to plant. Matter of fact, very little, very little. I would say less than, if you counted my time and were paying me $20 an hour, and then the seed, handful of seed, maybe $5 or $6, and then maybe a gallon of diesel fuel. That's it. Well, this is Fawn. She's coming up too. Moon is already up in the barn, probably standing in the stanchion waiting for me now. But anyway, Mark, Baker's Green Acres. Remember, anyone can farm. Get out.